My name is Gosia Biernacka. I'm from the University of Wrocław and from a really small Institute of Computer Science with very few women. And I'm in the working group 4. Okay, so briefly, the situation in Poland, I would say, is not really good. So in the ICT sector, there is around 15% of women employed. And the situation does not really change over the recent years, so it's quite stable. When it comes to students studying theoretical computer science, it's very similar. The percentage is very similar for women. When we look at a broader perspective of all the technical engineering and computer science area, it's slightly better. With technical universities having really more women enrolled. There is also, it can be seen that among graduates in ICT or computer science, women are more represented, so they are less likely to drop out during the studies, and it remains similar when it comes to PhD students. And the situation worsens up the ladder in the academic career because then it's really bad. So I wrote this number here that academic faculty in ICT consists of 32% of women, but it's only when we look at technical universities. In non-technical public universities, the situation is really, really not that good. And in particular, the glass ceiling index, so how easy it is to be promoted to professor for women is really, it's really a big problem. So I have to say that the challenge of gender equality in academia and in ICT sector is not really recognized by the government, by the authorities, also by the academic governing bodies in Poland. In the recent time, last year, we have had this major change that major universities actually had to adopt gender equality plans, and this remains at the level of declarations for now, and it remains to be seen how it can be and will be implemented. So I will monitor this in particular in my university and then try to make the changes necessary. Okay, in general, there are many, just as in other countries, there are many local initiatives, organizations that promote ICT industry to girls in schools and women, and also to female students. There are many possibilities to get scholarships, mentorships. So I did not list all the names here, but it's similar as in other countries. From my perspective, the problem remains the collaboration between universities and the industry because of the very different organizational cultures. So this is something that we see that really hinders the progress from this side. And briefly, I try to leverage the contacts that I have with the biggest probably in Poland, foundation that is really focused on promoting IT with women and girls, and it's called Perspective Educational Foundation. And it acts as a hub that has contacts and know-how and infrastructure for doing all this work. And it also has many contacts with major universities and major companies. And one of the things I did, I initiated an event for promoting, basically for building a network and for showing role models for young researchers, female researchers in computer science. And this event has been organized in collaboration with Perspective. And this is actually something that I plan to also to continue in the coming years. And in particular, starting this year, I will give presentation of Eugain, and hopefully in later years, if it will be organized. Other things that I'm focused on is to introduce mentorship programs at our university and possibly other other contacts that we have in our network, because we observed that it really works well at the level of mentoring students. But I have this plan to also introduce mentorship for young researchers, young PhD students, women, female PhD students that we have, and also to introduce various activities to increase visibility of female students, just to show what they do, and then this way attract new students. So my focus is mainly on promoting students to PhD, and also trying to take advantage of the contacts with the ICT industry that we have to make our curriculum more attractive, and maybe to build the best practices to spread them over the country with the help of the partner that we have. And one final word that I would like to say is about Ukraine. So as you may know, we have welcomed already over 1 million of refugees from Ukraine in the recent days, and many of them are women and children. And we also have many questions from students from Ukraine already in Poland, or some of them still in Ukraine, wanting to move to Poland and start studies here. So I see it as a very big challenge for us in Poland, but also for the rest of Europe for the next years, how to involve them in our system, in the education system, and give them opportunities. Also with respect to this, to our cost action. Thank you.
Thank you very much for your presentation. Each presentation is giving us new insight. If you wish to know more about the Eugain project, please go on the web on the eugain.eu, or ask me or other leader positions in the action. Thank you very much.